Hello, everyone. I mean, whoever is watching this, one person. So let me say a quick hi to you, and I'm going to quickly wait for anyone else joining. And hi, Zenith. Thank you for joining. So, this video is primarily to thank everyone for helping me reach 2,000 subscribers. In a rather, I rather took a very, very long time to achieve this, but it still feels like as if I've achieved something really, really big. And when I got my 1,000 subscribers, I made an individual separate video for everyone to watch just to thank everyone. Now, this time I thought, why not come live and thank you all in person? And whoever is watching me live, thank you very much to you guys, especially to you guys because you've logged in while I'm live. And I couldn't have done this at all without your support. But as a starter, for my family, for always supporting with whatever I do, whatever time I wake up to record videos, and when I tell them not to step inside the room or to, even if they have to shut the television off or something, and to just be quiet so that there's no disturbance for me, they have obliged it every single time. So, first off, I'd like to thank them. And then, without your support, all of y'all, be it whether you've subscribed or not, even if you've just watched videos out here, thank you very much for watching them and for also leaving all your comments. It feels like I know y'all when y'all comment on my reactions, when you give me feedback, when you tell me what I should watch, or when you suggest something that you've loved and if you wanted to share it with me. All of those have been really, really, truly memorable. So, yeah, and I hope that I continue to do uh, as best as I can. And I also hope to look at varied types of songs, different types of songs, different singers, and different genres of music. I never even thought that I would listen to metal, but I am listening to metal now. And thank you, Zenith. Where are you from? Thank you very much. Yeah. I always, somebody taught me, not somebody taught me, but I read this somewhere. One of my schoolmates, I think it was on my slam book where she wrote, keep smiling because it enhances your face value. So I think ever since I've known myself, I've always smiled. But yeah, I do have my bad moments too when I actually stare. Sometimes people think that I stare at them. But yes, but I guess maybe I've always made a conscious effort to keep smiling. And I'm in a job that kind of requires you to be courteous and with a smile. So yeah. Thank you, Ron. Thank you very much. British in Spain. Oh, okay, great. Which part of Spain? Spain's always been on my list of places to visit. And Ron, if I remember, you're from Florida, right? Arvo, yes, I do remember Estonia. The last time you told me. Great, Valencia. Excellent. Valencia is actually close to Bunol, right? Which is where they have these Lato Martina. I don't know if you've ever had the chance to attend La Tomatina, but I always had this huge desire. I would rather say my bucket list, where I was telling people that I have to visit, I have to go to La Tomatina before I turn 40. And yeah, I already turned 40 and I'm sitting here at home because of Corona. Yeah, I remember Ron. Hey, William, how are you? I know, I remember William Johnson. You almost right in all of Angelina Jones' reaction. In fact, today would be my week-long reactions of Angelina's last day, but I think I will do from time to time. Great. That's nice. I'm so happy that so many of you were able to join. I say this on all my live videos that the next time I come live, I'm going to try and give you all a hint or at least some bit of notice that I'm going to come live and schedule a live video. But I don't seem to do that. That's something that I think I need to change myself. You know, I think I really like doing impromptu things. I'm sometimes I could be a very last minute person. I yeah, I do plan when I really want to, when I really have to, but otherwise I just like doing uh, things in a spur of a moment, surprise people and things like that. Yeah, that's how I am. I know, Zenith. I know. Yeah, baby metal was something that I enjoyed doing. I wouldn't, prior to baby metal, it was Nightwish. And baby metal, before Angelina Jordan, I actually started with Baby Metal Week. That's how I came up with this concept of doing week long reaction videos of a particular band or a particular singer. So, baby metal was my first ever thing where I started when I was doing these non-stop continuous videos every day. Then one week was completely baby metal. I was floored by Sue Metal and the other two girls. Um, yeah, so I enjoyed watching Papaya. I enjoyed watching Shanti Shanti Shanti. I enjoyed watching Megutsune. And yeah, those are a few that's just on top of my head. And then now it's Angelina Jordan. I have one more song to do, and then I will go back to doing others because there are so many suggestions that's lying on my huge Excel file from 2019. Also, I have a pile up, but 2020, I'm trying to finish as and when I get those suggestions. Oklahoma. Yeah, I, I think it's in the central of US, right? I do know Oklahoma City, and all the states of the US. But then if you ask me where it is or if I've been there, no, I've never been to the US. So, but that's on my list, definitely someday. And as and when you want. No. You know what, Zenith? I never do anything that's forced upon me. I don't. Even when I get suggestions, I actually have it as a pile up and I go by my intuition. If my intuition says, okay, Vaidehi, go ahead and do this, go ahead and react to this, I do it no matter what. So, and I think I've been quite lucky in that, wherein I've always bumped into songs that I have incredibly enjoyed. Probably in all the 150 plus songs that I have reacted to so far, maybe one or two were the ones where I actually didn't really like it, or maybe it wasn't my kind of, uh, or maybe I didn't understand, or I can. It's probably two or three songs, but those two or three songs you can definitely make out that I'm not too impressed by it. A few of my friends found out after I finished. They actually called me and said, "You quite didn't like this, did you?" I said, "No, it didn't really impress me so much." Yeah. Yeah. Interestingly, Ron, this is to answer your whatever you've written. Interestingly, I've always thought metal is about loud people screaming, jarring music, uh, and all of that. But I was so wrong because metal is also about a lot of beautiful lyrics. In fact, whatever metal songs I've listened to, when I go back and read those lyrics and go back and listen to it again, it makes so much sense and it's very deep and intense. William, no, I never said I will not be doing Angelina Jordan. I think she's my new favorite for sure. And I can't wait to see more and more of her songs. While the Angelina Jordan week, where I do only her songs, today is the last day, but I will definitely react to more of hers. In fact, I have to see all her own creations as well, not just her cover songs, but I can't wait to see more of her own songs as well. So that way, Angelina, yeah, I don't think I will ever stop watching any of her songs or reacting to any of them. You will see them from time to time, but I shouldn't be very partial to just one band or one singer. and therefore I want to do a variety, and I will definitely come back. Raphael, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, that brings my birthday week to an end as well. So thank you, Raphael. You've been always kind to me, and yeah, thanks. Todd, thank you very much, Todd. Where are you from? Baby metal, yes, 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 I will do. And yes, this is our Indian nod where we say yes without saying yes. Yes, you did. You were the one who actually announced it on my page, William, that Angelina has signed up for Republic Records, and I can't wait to see more of her stuff. Great. So I kind of figured out that all you Americans would be up right now, and it also coincides with people in the UK and Europe because your time is around 3 o'clock in the evening, 2:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, 2:30 and 3:30. So I knew y'all would be up, and this was the right time for me to do it as well because after this, another 15 minutes or so, I'm going to log off and start making dinner. Kent. Hi, Kent. How are you? It's very nice that you have joined our live as well. And I still remember, thank you very much for your latest recommendation. That's Nora Jones and I mean, the daughters of the great Ravi Shankar. So I will definitely listen to them. 2:42 p.m. Zenith. Right. That's in, yeah, Spain. Correct. It's 6:12 here. Mm-mm. Great. So, what are my other plans? You could always leave any other bands that you've enjoyed. As of now, I'm going to focus also on all the other suggestions that I've got. I've got a whole lot of suggestions from for various artists, Taria, Nightwish, more of baby metal also, and some also suggested Bandmade, and somebody out here suggested one OK rock as well. So I'm going to listen to all of those, and yeah, and more of. I'm just thinking what else to do. Something really different, something old. Somebody also suggested when I was doing Angelina Jordan's songs, I also listened to the covers that she did of Billie Holiday and James Brown. I was told that they are great artists as well. So I also plan to listen to one or two of their songs. Nora Jones, yes, I have listened to one or two of her songs, but out here, has suggested me to watch a song of Nora Jones that she's performed along with her half sister. So, yeah, that's something that I'm going to be watching very soon. In fact, today I wanted to watch Nora Jones, but then somehow I thought, let me watch something from my town. So I've watched Lydian's cover song of a Tamil song. Yeah. So if you all have the time and if you want to listen to something from my place, please do. It's my latest video on my videos. Mm-mm. Mayan Diana. Okay, that's something new. Louis, thank you for coming, joining from Denmark. Righteous Brothers, Unchained Melody Live. That's soothing for the. Okay, great. I will try that. Thank you, Ian. Pink Floyd. I haven't forgotten. Every time I see you live, I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen Pink Floyd yet. I will do that very soon. And Mayan is also a symphonic metal band. Dhyana. Dhyana seems like an Indian word, Sanskrit word. Sweden, Norway metal. Wow, lots of you are metal fans, seems like. Okay. Yeah, whenever you suggest metal, please give me something soothing and nice so that it's good for my ears too. Okay, these are songs. Yeah, these are things that I should actually go back and put it onto my list. I'm also thinking of coming up with something like a Google form where all you need to do is just click on it and enter your suggestions along with a link so that I can go and watch that link. Because now all I have is an Excel sheet where I go type in the date when you've suggested, your name, and the song's name, and then the link, and all of those details, which I do everything myself. And sometimes I confuse stuff. Yeah. Steve Perry. Okay. New names for me. Sister Anger by Baby Metal. Really soothing. Okay. Okay. I'm going to watch that for sure. Diana and Mayan sounds very intriguing to me. Righteous Brothers, Unchained Melody. Somehow this rings a bell to me, Louis. Probably somebody has told me this before. And Nora Jones. Mm-mm. Which one, Kent? I'm not sure which one you're referring to. Okay, you mean the Google form. Oh, yes. Possible. Yeah. Mm-mm. Okay, I get it. So probably that's not a good thing to do. Mm-mm. Okay, Zenith, good question. Thank you so much for asking that question. The reason, okay, the reason that I started doing making videos, oh my God, I can't believe this. It was this friend of mine. In fact, Raphael was the one, he's a good friend of mine who actually, it's probably Raphael if you're still around. Maybe it's been a couple of years since prior to 2019, a year maybe, a year and a half or so. He'd been always telling me, you know what, you should start making reaction videos because he's also a reactor. He also has his own reaction video channels, couple of channels actually. So he always told me, why don't you start a reaction videos? When I asked him why, he would always say, you know what, you don't know the reactions that you make, even the emotions or the expressions that I show on my face. Even when I'm angry, I show it, or I make funny faces. And I never knew I make funny faces. And I never knew that, you know, yeah, he just, yeah, basically, he was the one who motivated me, but he tried hard and never gave up. He said, you should do. And I never did because I was so happy in my job, and I still am. I'm a tour leader. I accompany groups and go, and I never thought I would have the time to make reaction videos. And I didn't even know to edit videos. So I actually started to, I, I, I changed my laptop to a Mac. I started to learn editing using iMovies. And I could kill myself at that point in time. I was like, what did I do? Where did I land myself in? Why am I even sitting and editing videos? Prior to Mac, I was editing on my other computer, and that totally ripped me apart. And I wasn't interested at all initially. And it took forever and ever to edit one particular video. And I used to give reasons. You know what? This is taking long. That's taking long. My Wi Fi is slow. Reasons, and more excuses. But finally, when it was, yeah, I think, like just like how on the spur of the moment I have logged in for a live session, I thought I should do something more for my friend and for myself too. So for his birthday, just 2 3 days after his birthday, I said, okay, I am going to do a reaction video. He never believed me, and I just started, and that was how I, yeah, that's how my journey began as a reactor. And I never thought I would enjoy this as much as I'm doing right now. I really didn't think, but now I love it, and I like watching myself also sometimes, and I kind of go back over and over again, and I think I'm being absolutely myself on these videos. I hope that answers Zenith. Ghost movie, Patrick says Demi Moore. Ah, probably. Now, yeah. Yeah, I think now that, yeah, that rings a bell. Yes, I think I probably saw it there. Also check out Dean Castronovo. Imagine Johnny. Since mother, father. Okay. 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 There are loads of suggestions here, so I definitely should go back and write all of these. Okay. Mm, okay, Zenith, another question. Interesting questions. Uh, honestly, if you're, I'm not sure if you're referring to public meaning people I don't know or people who I know. If you could quickly answer that for me. And almost everyone, I probably have been really lucky, but I think everyone out here have been super, super nice to me. Very nice to me. I don't think I've even had touch wood, touch wood, touch wood. I don't think I've even had a uh, very bad comment. No, I don't even remember seeing them. And I'm someone who loves to take constructive feedback. So I haven't really thought of anything as a bad comment. Ian, to answer your question, I have never blocked anybody. There have been, there haven't been trolls as such, but there have been quite a few spams and bots. You know, those spammers who kind of from time to time leave messages that always lead to something, some weird site or weird YouTube channel. Yeah, those I have reported them. I always report them. When I find that those links are spammers, then I do report them. Otherwise, everybody have been very, very respectful towards me, at least until now. Touch wood, touch wood, touch wood. Did you notice my recommending Bollywood for an Indian metal band? Bloody Wood for an Indian metal band. Yes, I did see this, but I didn't really pay attention. Okay, let me look up Bloody Wood for Indian metal band. Okay. Public, just random people. Zenith, to go back to your question, once I put myself to the public, I never thought I would get this kind of a support from absolutely people I don't know. You know, leave alone. In fact, out of 2,000 subscribers that I've got, about 10 of them, not even 10, actually 6 to 8 of them are friends and family. That's it. In fact, if you go up my, if somebody enters into my social media, I'm a person who has loads and loads of friends, acquaintances, official contacts. I network quite a lot. But my YouTube channel was very, very personal to me. And uh, so, yeah, it's very, very personal to me. And somehow, when I started, I wasn't very comfortable or not very confident, probably confident that I should show my YouTube channel to people I know. So I wanted to, and at the same time, I wasn't so sure that I would get so much of support. That's very interesting to me. So now I'm very comfortable that I'm talking to people I don't know. For all you know, there are friends of mine who are watching this, my family who's watching this, but I'm more and more comfortable. And I like the fact that people are comfortable. At least they make me feel comfortable. Okay, to answer your question, make money from home. I must be very, very open out here. I'd like to be open out here. It was August the 1st, 2019, when my channel got 1,000 subscribers. And normally, if for those of you who don't know, for a channel to monetize itself, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So by August 1st, I had both 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours because my first ever reaction video that was disturbed to the song Disturbed, I mean, Sound of Silence, that's the cover song by David Dryman. That song was quite my first song, first reaction, but yet it did very well with people, and therefore I got my hours also very, very quick. However, even though I was allowed to monetize, I didn't see anything until a few months ago, a couple of months ago, and now. I am not ashamed to tell you all, but I have kind of reached about $50 so far. But this is not something where I started with the intention, with the notion of making money. First, I need to be happy about doing what I'm doing. Two, I want to see others happy. Three, of course, in the long run, if this works well, if it pays me, nothing like it, that's like a jackpot for me. That's like the brownie point for me. But otherwise, I'm not someone who's going to sit down and be upset that this hasn't paid me because I'm putting in so many hours. For all the amount of hours we've all put in, most small YouTubers and small reactors like me, I'm sure we aren't getting as paid as you all think we are, because most of these songs are copyright claimed. My songs, almost everything is copyright claimed, because I don't even stop in between. I never used to stop in between. So all those tricks and trades I haven't really, I started doing probably 1 or 2 months prior to this. And yeah, so that's my story. But sitting at home making money, there are loads of other ways to do that, but this is something that I'm enjoying, and therefore I'm sitting at home and doing it. And someday tourism is going to begin. I'm still working towards that too, and that would be my first love. Travel is my first love. So I'll wait for tourists to start traveling next year, and then I'll be off. Okay, thanks, Kent. Thank you for yours. Yeah, warning. I will just watch them and not react to them sometimes. Am I brave? Zenith, I really want to know who you are. Are you really from Spain? You seem like someone I know. Yeah, I believe to stay positive brings a lot of positive energy. And yeah, people who I know, my friends, my almost everybody around me have always been quite positive. And when there is negativity, I actually move away. I try not to be there. So, yeah. So, um, there have been in the past where I've stuck to negative people, people who've been very negative. I've spent many, many years, and after a point, I realized that that's not what I want. So, when I could do that in my personal life, I think I've over a time I have kind of learned that I shouldn't do. My little son has sent me a note. Look at this. It says, I'm watching live in your phone. Okay. So, yeah. So, yeah. And yeah. Yes, exactly, Louis. I understand. Not for the money, but for the love of the content and the community. Do I have to be brave to be a tour guide? Why? Is it because we know the ins and outs of lanes and yeah, I know, Zenith. I know you're from England. So I also know the sarcasm in the British. That's jokes apart. I am a lot shy as well. Some people call me shy, but yeah, I don't think I'm actually shy. Yeah, this was cute, right? Now he's knocking the door because he wants to. He wants to charge my phone so he can watch the live. No, Taurus. Look at this. Yeah. So, as for tourists, um, no, they're really really amazing. Now, primarily, I deal with Indian tourists, probably the most challenging ones too. They are very nice. They're very loving. So Indians primarily look for when they come abroad. Indians. So now even me, I don't go around look hunting for Indian food. That's something that I'd like to avoid when I travel abroad. But most Indian tourists love Indian food. They love when they see Indians around. They love it. And so when they see me receiving them at any part of the world, they instantly love it. And they're quite challenging to deal with, and uh, very challenging. Yeah, because they have a lot of expectations out of us. And therefore, yes, being a tour guide has its own positives, pros and cons, I would say. That's in any job, right? Any job has its own pros and cons. So that way, being a tour guide has its own pros and cons. It's very interesting when you haven't been to a place so much, but yet you need to know everything about it. So that part we do a lot of um, study prior to going to a particular place. And every single trip, we learn something or the other. Every single trip teaches me something or the other. So, and during my trips, have I got lost? Yes, I have. Have I got lost with tourists? Yes, I have. In Venice, once in Venice, I was given a different ferry terminal to board the boat from. So just one day before they realized that the main boat terminal where we normally take tourists was closed. And they said, by the way, you have to go to the other terminal. And I'm like, oh my God, I haven't been here. Even my personal trip, I haven't been there. And he said, okay, just follow. And as it is, even in my personal trip, I got lost in Venice for a few hours in that maze. And then, yeah, and then I had to use my Google Maps, and somehow I managed. And the best part about my job is I tell people, if I haven't been to a place, I do tell my tourists that I haven't been here. So even I'm like a tourist, so let's come and explore together. That's what I say and take them. So interesting. Yes, Kim, you did mention to me that your wife is from India, and I've seen her pictures on Instagram. So, for all those of you, if you're on Instagram, don't hesitate to follow me. Like always, I never bite. Bite. Bite means bite. I had to deal with Indian tourists in the past for work. So much fun. Ian, so much fun. Okay. I can imagine. What kind of a work were you doing, Ian, if I may know? Memoirs of Geisha. That Memoirs of Geisha. This one, right? Yes, I have it right here, Zenith. Oh, no wonder you saw it behind me. I was like wondering, how did this person even get the name of the book that I have behind me? Yeah, these are my top two: Notebook, Memoirs of Geisha, and then this I'm halfway through, Ikigai. I'm not much of a reader, but yeah, this is something, the Japanese secret to long and happy life. So maybe after I read this, I'd be inspired to want a long life, and now I don't want a long life. I'm happy. My kind of tourist, getting lost is fun. Trust me. It's actually super fun getting lost because you learn so much more by getting lost. But getting lost with a bunch of, not just a bunch. Usually I have about 40 people in a group or 50 people in a group, and most of them are over 50. No, not over 50, over 60. Some of them are 70s. So yeah, almost 70% of my group strength is usually senior citizens, and it's a lot more fun with them. It's just that they're a bit slower, but then it's a lot fun. Thank you very much, Ron, for joining me. I also would be leaving in a bit. Yeah. So thank you very much, everyone. It's been over 30 minutes. I wanted to be here for 30 minutes. Thank you very much for staying on. And I would definitely do another live very soon and take up all your suggestions that you've given. Hopefully, I will see you another time very, very soon. Thank you very much. Ciao. Absolutely. I think this is the first time so many questions came up, which is interesting to me. Yeah, then just me talking and talking and talking. This I had to answer questions. That's very interesting. Yeah. Thank you.